Is anxiety making you feel hot? Then follow my simple peppermint trick for reducing that feeling and restoring your temperature. So can anxiety cause fever? Yes, fever with anxiety is a real thing. Sometimes I used to feel as if I was coming down with a cold or another virus, when it turned out to actually be a reaction to anxiety. Are you feeling hot for no apparent reason? And is it worrying you that you're feeling cold on a warm day? Then please listen to how my simple forward planning and cost-effective method helped me to restore my normal temperature. It's called psychogenic fever and is stress-related, causing people to develop high and sometimes low body temperatures in the situation of chronic stress. For more detailed science on the subject, please refer to the research paper in the description below. Also, I did my homework to ensure that my fever was stress-related only and not an underlying illness. Please also do this with your medical practitioner. A raised fever type temperature can and usually does indicate you may have an infection or virus, and a low temperature may indicate you have an endocrine issue, so please do rule all medical possibilities out first. The causes within the body as to why you can get a high temperature with anxiety and stress are not really understood, but that does not prevent you from dealing with that fever in a practical way. The last thing you need when you're coping with anxiety is to feel hot, and it can just make the whole situation feel worse for you. So follow my tip and be prepared for that hot feeling. I use a cold compress with an aromatic oil called peppermint, and that's been soaked in water. However, most importantly, first I did an allergy test. Please make sure you're not allergic as well. I added 3 drops of peppermint essential oil per tablespoon of a carrier oil like coconut or almond oil for example, and then gently mix them together. I then placed a drop of the solution on the inside of my wrist and waited to see if I got any irritant reaction over 24 hours, and I had no reaction. I then made my solution up in a small bottle of 2 to 3 drops of peppermint to 1 tablespoon of carrier oil, and I placed a cotton face flannel in a plastic kitchen sandwich bag, and then into my work bag my peppermint cool solution went and I was ready to go. My method is so simple you can do it almost anywhere at any time. So say I get hot and feverish at work, I run my flannel under the cold tap and a few drops of my aromatherapy oil solution to the flannel, then just place it on my forehead or my stomach or even the inner part of my lower arm and sit in the men's room or at my desk just for a few minutes to bring my temperature back down. I usually feel back to normal within 5 minutes, but if I'm extremely anxious and the environment allows, I'll lie down with a cold compress for 20 minutes or so. However, 20 minutes is the maximum time I do this for in one episode, as you should never underestimate the power of the peppermint oil. It can, if overused, cause your temperature to go too low, and it's best to avoid this. See, this remedy could not be simpler. Most health and supermarket outlets sell essential oils, so it's easily available, and it works for me, so give it a try yourself the next time your anxiety gets you overheated. However, while the solution I just mentioned works, it would be more helpful for you to stop the internal temperature fluctuations occurring in the first place. To do this, you need to address the root cause of your anxiety. And in most cases, when you're struggling with anxiety and an overheated body, you need something that gets rid of the problem fast. If that's the case, I've got good news for you. Better solutions exist. You need to start addressing the root cause of your anxiety. To start, download our 10 best tips on managing your anxiety ebook 100% for free. You can just type 10tips.mindcarecoach.com into your browser right now and hit go. Listen, you don't have to keep struggling with your anxiety forever. Go to 10tips.mindcarecoach.com right now or click the link in the description below to learn some amazing techniques and tips to start your road to recovery. I hope you enjoyed listening about my technique to cool you down when anxiety causes a fever and how essential oil can help. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button as we'll be pumping out more content daily. Also, feel free to leave a comment below about what you thought about the Peppermint Cool method.